about comedy, concerts, and beer. Pilsners, lagers, and IPAs. Liquid courage just to take the stage. Backstage pass, got to feeling right. And everyone's welcome like an open mic. Getting drunk, waiting for the last man to fall. When it's time to take a shot, we yell cannonball. Jokes got you smiling from ear to ear. Our beverage of choice is Beer Man Beer. Kick back and relax while the beer foam settles. Now here's your hosts, Johnny Benson and Keg Kettles.
It's Beer Man Beer, the podcast streaming in your ear about comedy, concerts, and beer. I'm Johnny Benson.
And I'm Keg Kettles.
And we are not in the studio in the mean streets of Shelton, Connecticut. We are down the street at Derby at Bad Sons.
Whoop, whoop.
Hello.
The Bad Sons Beer Company.
Bad Sons Beer Company, man. We are here.
Where the beer is fluid.
Lauren's back.
Hey, Lauren.
What up, 2.0?
2.0. Good to have you back.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
And for the first time here, we got the new brewer.
Hey, hey, hey.
What's up, dudes? I'm Matt Paonessa.
Hi, Maddie.
Hi.
The new man behind the scenes at the Bad Sons Brewing Company. What's been going on, folks?
Just making beer.
Making beer, huh?
Literally
Mostly.
not that boring. The good
Getting our-
stuff happening with
We're having a pre-game before the big April Sours Festival.
I know.
Oh, man,
so
just
much,
wait.
So much different than last year.
So tell us all about what the differences are going to be.
We're not the first fest back this year, which is a good thing. It's less stress on my brain, which is fantastic. But we're not doing it outside. We're actually going to be back in the barrel room, which is where we were 2 years ago. And for anybody who's unfamiliar, the barrel room is an extra room we have in the back that not only houses the barrels that we barrel age in, but it's like a back party room. It's a big room, has its own taps, all that jazz. But
It's a cool room.
Welcome to my domain.
yes, yeah, welcome to Maddie's house.
Now,
This is
even if
barrels.
it's forecast for like 88 degrees and windy, we're still going to be inside?
Yeah, because
Okay,
I
no
can't.
problem.
I mean, as much as I would love to do it outside, it's a whole other permit for outside
I
than
understand.
inside. But it's also I'd have to have all the brewers bring all their jazz for outside, like all the tents and all that. So I don't want to like last minute be like, rally your troops, give me your tents, and try to figure all that stuff out. But I mean, we did it last time. We're still having I have 300 tickets sold, so it's still going to be a banger.
It's going to be quite a banger. Keg
Yeah.
Kettles and myself will be there.
I know
That's
you,
why it's going to be a banger.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's what it's all about.
You guys are live in. I'm so excited.
Bringing it.
Now, what kind of brewers are we going to see at the...
So I have 26 breweries coming, and I also have a distillery coming. So we'll have everybody from Tribus to hop culture. I'm really excited. We have a lot of people that we haven't had before, which I think is exciting.
We've never had hop culture.
No. It's always nice to try something new.
Well,
Heather-
except for Bombshell with the collab.
Oh, yeah. I actually had that the other day. It's really, really good.
Bombshell's,
Did
yeah.
you like the bombshell?
Friend
It
of
is-
mine
it
picked
is
it
the
up.
bomb.
It is the bomb. Well, and it's psyched. I'm psyched because Heather herself is a wonderful person, but it's nice to have some of the women in the beer scene coming through and kind of repping here too. It's good. So hop culture, like I said, Broadbrook. I know you guys are Broadbrook fans.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
So we'll
You're
have
not
Broadbrook
jealous,
here
are
too. Listen, you told me to
A
put
little
them
bit.
right next to you.
I'm a little
so.
jealous.
Matt, you'll be at
I want to be your favorite.
You'll be at April Sours, right?
I will most certainly be at April Sour.
He's making all the magic happen in terms of the liquid and libations for Bad Sons reps.
Do you get to enjoy the festivities, or will you be stuck behind in the back making
I
beer?
really hope that's not the case.
No, you're not. I've already staffed it, so you're good. Enjoy the gravy.
I'm only there as needed. Otherwise, I'm drinking.
Cool, you can hang out with us, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it'll be awesome. Yeah, he's brewing up all the libations. We have some cool shit coming down in terms of the sours in the house, and everybody's favorites coming back. And
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we have sour dupes coming back.
it's the
and
magic
man.
juice.
Sour dubes.
Man, that beer.
Dem bears.
Yeah, we've got a couple of other fun things coming, but they're all surprises.
Heard you had a wild St. Patrick's Day, huh?
Matt made some magic happen. It was one of those ones where I was like, we have St. Patrick's Day, we need to figure out what we're going to do, please. And all of a sudden, we had casks and we had, limited edition kegs, and the syrup Can
dude.
tell them about the syrup beer? 'Cause
Oh,
that
man,
was
the
magic.
Woodruff.
Yeah, the Woodruff.
Oh,
yes,
man.
that's what it was.
So Woodruff syrup is, Woodruff syrup is hard to understand because I don't speak German and I only buy it from Germany, and so all the labels are in German, so I really have no idea what's in this stuff. But it's like neon green, and it tastes like Lucky Charms.
It's so good.
And so
I'm
like,
sold.
so I guess when you go to Berlin and you order Berliner, you don't drink it just plain. You get it with syrup, and so generally you get it with like raspberry or Woodruff. And like, come on, you can go and buy Lindemann's Framboise if you want raspberry sour beer, but Woodruff syrup is like on another level of just like weird sweet sour craziness, and it legitimately tastes like Lucky Charms marshmallows.
It does, and it looked like absinthe. So I walked into work, and he's like, "Oh, I got to mix you something up." And there's this like green, sparkly bottle, and then he's making beer, and he's like concocting it for me, and I didn't ask any questions, which is my favorite part. Yeah, it's my favorite part to be like, "Go ahead, feed me." And next thing I know it was like a juicy beer, and we put it in a sour. So we had the Lucky Charms sour on too.
Kettles, were you a Lucky Charms guy or what?
I was.
Yeah, me too.
And when I had gone to Christmas tree shop, they were selling bags of just the marshmallows.
That's cheating, but I'll take
What
it.
a time to
I
be
will
alive.
take it. I will take it.
Yeah, my mom would make the Lucky Charms, the Rice Krispie treats with the Lucky Charms.
That sounds magical.
What?
Yeah, instead of using Rice Krispies, she'd use Lucky Charms.
It's fantasy.
Innovative.
I feel like I've been robbed.
Shout out to Fruity Judy.
Hi, Judy.
Now, were you the guy who ate all the cereal first?
Yep.
And then you had the marshmallows.
Oh, hell
behind,
yeah.
And then you went in for the marshmallows.
Yeah, I
last.
did.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. And they float.
And they float. And then the outside was like really soft, but the inside was like really hard.
So good.
So it was.
good.
And then
it
the
snapped.
milk is green, but none of the marshmallows were really green, so it was always a good time. But it
Probably Woodruff.
That's it.
probably Woodruff.
The cereal's brutal though. It tastes like sawdust.
Oh, it's awful.
Yeah,
It's like Soviet surplus cereal.
I eat that stuff dry all the time.
MREs.
I think actually the Lucky Charms that came out this past year for St. Patty's Day, I think turned the milk green.
Oh yeah, I saw commercials for this. I don't know. My kids don't eat Lucky Charms. I have boring children when it comes to
And what's
cereal.
with the drawings?
They don't.
The way they draw the Lucky Charms and Toucan Sam and all these
the
other
cartoons of
Oh, they
them?
changed on the
They're
cartoons.
horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're more 3D. They're Pixar-y.
They suck.
Heart
Shame
stars
on
and
you.
You
horseshoes.
didn't even change Toucan
Clovers.
Sam. He was
Keg
fine the
doesn't
way
like
he
change. He doesn't like change.
I don't like change.
He doesn't like change. It's
Sometimes I change my pocket though.
was. Follow your nose, the cereal blows. There we go. And I missed out on the strawberry Dubelicious. How was
Oh,
that?
yeah.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah, so did
I.
I wasn't here.
I'm the
I was
only one that drank it.
I was vacating.
Oh, it's
Well,
fucking
tell us
killer.
all about
It
it.
was killer. So we were one day we were packaging Dubelicious, and I was like, you know what might be cool? Strawberry Dubelicious. So I just took a keg of Dubelicious and put strawberries in it, and
and let her
one
let
thing
her
led
rip.
to another, and we had Strawberry Dubelicious.
Dude, that sounds amazing.
That
It was,
sounds
it was like
amazing.
it was
We-
a good beer. It was a good.
What do we got to pay you to make that again?
We might. We might.
It doesn't make it exclusive as a one-off if we just keep doing it.
It loses its luster.
At least,
doing it well.
I don't know.
Well, it was easy. It was easy to side stream, if you will. So it can definitely make an appearance again. It's just not going to be like a production release.
I
It's
think
gonna be
that's my
kind of a-
favorite part about Matt's
think you're
brain,
teasing
though.
us.
Maybe it could be like the Shamrock Shake.
That's what it is. It's a McRib.
We're not making
We'll
McRib
discontinue it,
beer.
and then 6 years later
Thank
we'll
you.
bring it back and sell twice as much.
Yeah.
You know, we did have beer made with ribs.
Oh, we did.
Ew.
Oh, it was amazing.
Whose ribs?
That was the
You
Figgy Piggy.
You bite your tongue.
The
Was it a
Figgy
porter? I hope it was a porter. I hope it was a stout.
Yeah,
Something
yeah,
dark.
it was definitely. I think it was either a porter or a stout. It
It's
was
the only
a
way
porter, I
we're-
think.
it's the only way we're gonna do this. Make it a little smoky.
It was Figgy Piggy made with ribs, and that was from the Bull and Barrel.
Bull and Barrel, rest in peace.
Over
One of the
in,
breweries who
where's
is
that?
no more.
My favorite blueberry wheat beer I ever had in my whole life was Bull and Barrel.
so good.
That blueberry wheat beer.
Oh, so good.
That was a time.
So good.
That was delicious. R.I.P. Yeah.
And then a mix of it was what, coconut and blueberry. It was blue nuts, wasn't it?
Yeah,
blue nuts?
you mix the coconut beer and the blueberry beer. They called it Blue Nuts.
Yeah, it was delicious.
Yeah, like I said,
Big, don't be confused with blue balls and blue nuts.
it's different.
It's different.
Very different.
It's very
I
different.
hope so. I don't want.
No one wants blue balls.
So Matt, where did it all begin for you? When did beer become your thing? You don't
Oh,
look like you
man.
drink much beer.
I know it's deceiving.
You look like you
though.
play a lot of soccer.
It's deceiving.
He looks
I
like a
hate
kid.
Soccer.
Yeah. Huh? You hate soccer? You look like
I don't hate soccer.
You look like first picked for the lacrosse team.
I don't hate soccer.
Or a
I hate
Nirvana
playing
concert.
Soccer.
I'll go with the Nirvana concert.
Interesting. All right. So for me,
I'm sorry. You're too
wow,
young for that.
you guys are so judgmental.
I think you'd be more. You're more of the Incubus concert. I think.
Oh, God.
So we'd catch you in front row. Of the
I'm thinking
Incubus.
more mental
Yeah.
than judge.
Just
Mental.
get ready, because this is going to blow your mind.
All right. So
That's what's going to blow my mind.
Let the man talk.
Oh man, she's coming up with these cliffhangers for you guys.
We're going to make you go away soon.
Oh, there you go. I started brewing. I was a home brewer. I actually started home brewing before I was 21. Don't arrest me or anything.
No. As long as you weren't drinking,
See,
it,
now
you
I
can
could be
make it, right?
judgmental.
No, I was
Shame on
I
you.
was just giving it away. I wasn't drinking it myself. I was just giving it away.
Yeah, lies.
That
Lies.
was-
We don't like
yeah,
liars
Yeah,
on
that's
this
a lie.
show.
That was a lie. But you know what? It was like it's one of those hobbies that take over your life, and it's just like I have to do this every day. So I made sure that happened. I was reached out to a ton of breweries, just offered to do all of the bitch work and just like anything they wanted. I'll clean this, I'll clean that. And then finally I got back to bringing my home brew to breweries, and God bless them for drinking it, because it wasn't bad, but it couldn't have been great. The beautiful guys at Back East decided to take me on, in Bloomfield, Connecticut. So they took me on, and I was doing the kind of intro brewery stuff. I was helping package beer. I was cleaning. I was pouring in the tap room and that kind of stuff. And then
So you were like a bitch.
exactly,
That's it.
yeah. We like to say we're putting in the legwork.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that what they call it nowadays?
That's what they call it. Lots of legs, long legs. But, one thing led to another, and they had a brewer that was leaving, and I took over for assistant brewer, and, I was there for 4 years. Then, you go from cleaning kegs to getting up on the brew house in 4 years, and I feel so fortunate for that. It was something unheard of at the time. And, and then I decided to move on and moved up to the Boston area. I worked at Aeronaut Brewing Company for another 4 years. And that's kind of where I really honed my talents. I decided I was really interested in both the lab side of stuff and kind of the barrel aging. And we had the resources at Aeronaut to do that. So they were kind of started by a bunch of like MIT nerds. So they had all of this access to like really cheap lab equipment. And we kind of just went nuts. We were like, now I say that we were, I'm not a mad scientist, I'm just mad.
Are you a nerd?
I'm a nerd. Yeah, I am. No, I say I'm not a mad scientist. I'm just mad. But we were able to do a lot of fun and do a lot of
He's a mad
experimentation.
nerd.
I'm a mad nerd. Yeah, and so after that, my wife and I, she grew up in Connecticut. I went to high school in Connecticut, so we decided we wanted to buy a house and settle down and do the family stuff and be a dad and all that. But we can't afford a house in Massachusetts on a brewer's salary, so we came back to Connecticut, and I was at Stony Creek for a year.
Stony Creek.
Stony Creek. I was there for a year, and then I felt like it was about time. I was a little overdue for the sort of the head brewer treatment. I had a lot of ideas and a lot of things that needed to be expressed that I couldn't do there. So Mark got in touch with me and took me on, and now we're starting to have some fun and make some cool shit.
All right, so why do you think you were at a head brewer status? What are some things in your head that said, you know what, I've done X, Y, and Z, I could be a head brewer?
I think I tend to, the whole nerd thing. I really get deep into the sort of data and the analytics and all of that really like boring shit. But in reality, it's like it's just passion. You know, it's like I feel like I'm overflowing with passion, and a passion that a lot of other brewers have kind of lost for a number of reasons, just through tenure or through the being affected by the pandemic, and all of the industry itself is in a bit of a turmoil right now because no one knows what's going to happen next year or the year after or what have you. And
there's more pandemics coming.
You don't know who's going to bite a head off a bat next.
You don't. It's got to be me.
Well, I don't
Can't
know.
play
Like,
ballsy.
all I know is I never in my skill set of ever thinking anything ever and taking a job in beer was I ever going to think about what we went through as anything that was going to end up being a resume button for me.
Right.
That just never. I've never pivoted so fast, so many times, so much ever in my life. What's so funny?
Pivot!
Do you see a couch in your head? I don't understand.
Pivot!
What?
Just something funny that you said.
Keg only watches one show, and you did a reference from the one show we watched.
You
Black
watch
House.
Friends?
That's his favorite.
You really watch Friends?
It's my favorite.
You didn't take me as a Friends watcher. As far as sitcoms, people, I didn't think that would be the one. I'd think like the Larry David one, the Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Which
Figured
one? 'Cause
that'd be
there's
more
two.
around your wheelhouse.
No, never.
I don't know.
No, not my thing. No.
You know, like the Seinfeldy jokey thing. It
Seinfeld,
was-
yes, I watched Seinfeld quite a bit. So Seinfeld and Friends, yeah.
Okay.
And when I was out during COVID, I watched a lot of Friends and a lot of Seinfeld.
I mean, I'm a big.
What's
big
the
fan.
other one?
The Love Boat.
The new or the old?
Oh, the old
The
one.
old
man.
man.
Good band.
And it's strange that I like the Love Boat. It's just weird. But,
I like the eclecticness.
You know,
You
there's
surprise me
something-
every time I see you with something new.
well, I'm eclectic with music as well. So
This is true. So I went. I'm gonna totally redirect because I don't want this to get warm. But
Yeah, is this Funky Buddha? Give me that Buddha.
yo, Buddha, you want to talk about
Give me that
booty?
Buddha.
So I went on vacation, and I don't do that much here. I don't think I've ever taken a vacation here. So this is my first day back. But I went to Florida.
You
I
mispronounced it. It's pronounced Florida.
No, Flo.
Florida.
I was gonna go with Florida.
I'm
But
from there. It's pronounced Florida.
I'm sorry, Florida. It's sort of like being from Long Island. They go to classes.
Oh, see, my wife's family's from Long Island.
Long Island, yeah.
We're
So-
the worst. We're the
I
worst.
can't. Listen, I get it. So I drank. We went to 6 different breweries down there. Shout out to every single one of them if you follow my Instagram. I don't know them all off the top of my head. I have a couple of favorites, a couple of different things.
have we ever had a blank shout out?
Yes. Shout out to Florida beer. But I'll be the first to say I had the best and shittiest beers in Florida.
All right.
And Funky Buddha.
Boy, I'm glad you didn't do a shout out.
Yeah, well, I'm happy to not shout out the shit beers, but Funky Buddha is a brewery that I think up north, some people know about it. They have some kick-ass branding. The brewery's pretty cool, and so we picked this up. It's a porter with coffee and coconut, and
It smells so tropical.
it was delightful.
Ooh,
and
that smells good.
I just kind of was shocked that people in Florida even drink like dark beer.
I got the coconut coming through.
That smells like a nice
It's
cup of
nice,
It is
a nice coconut coffee.
I always struggle to drink this beer because it tastes like my mom's suntan lotion.
Looks like banana boat.
Why would you be drinking your mother's suntan lotion?
Well, Matt's from Florida.
I'm a Florida man. Don't ask questions.
Florida Man, by the way, is at hilarious Instagram. If you don't follow it, you should.
Who?
Florida Man.
Florida man.
It is.
Who's Florida man?
It's just very funny.
Which one? There's many of us.
Yeah, the Florida Man Instagram.
Oh, at Florida man.
At Florida Man,
Oh, okay.
indeed.
See, you need the ampersand.
But it was just funny because we always make jokes about because our friends live down there that we stayed with, and it said something like, all of the newspaper articles, a Florida man, blah 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 blah. So I was like, anytime I see an article, I send that to him. A Florida man
Brings
attacked by
pet
shark.
alligator to the bank.
Yeah,
Let's go in for a sip and see what happens.
let's rock and roll.
Everybody's going deep. Okay, you thinking about it?
Wow, it does taste like Matt's mom's suntan lotion.
Wait a minute.
It's called Last Snow.
Ooh, sorry, excuse me.
I like it.
I do like it.
I like it.
I was surprised. So I mean, and Matt and I were talking a little bit about it earlier that like the
It is
stout
chewy.
scene,
It's a little
Yeah,
chewy.
chill.
the stout scene in Florida is actually deeper than I thought. You know, there's a lot of unicorn stouts that we look for up here that we don't get.
Yeah, you got Buddha, you got Cycle, you've got Jay Wakefield.
Yeah, Wakefield and Angry Chair. That's
Yeah,
the other
Angry
one
Chair,
that people are always looking for.
That's a great song from Alice in Chains.
Yeah, that's what their whole brand's about.
Is that what they're named after?
Yeah, the Angry Chair brand. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
It is named after the song?
yes.
I don't know, but it's a good song.
I didn't know that. No.
Yes. So Angry Chair Brewing, yes, they're fans, and that's their
Now it's in
MO.
my head.
But yeah, this one's Funky Buddha. They're another one that people seek out or look for. Bigger than the breweries that you see that are just kind of like, you know, beach breweries that have like 6 taps and that's it.
Definitely got a
that's
nice
good.
lacing on the glass from the head.
Oh, yeah.
I just, like I said, I was just shocked that in 900 degrees you even want like a dark beer. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, this is nice and cold, and you still get all the flavor. You know, a lot of times with dark
Yeah.
beer, you want to warm up a little bit for the flavor, but this...
Yeah. It was,
But I
it
bet
was
you
good.
if this warmed up just a little bit more, you might get more of that coconut, maybe a little more coffee.
Yeah, the
But it is good cold.
The coffee is the note that I'm missing in this. That I'm hoping if it got a little warmer would be a little louder. But
But yeah, you definitely get the coconut in the sniff.
oh yeah,
A little bit of coffee.
It was a good find there, Lauren. Good
thank
find.
you. Listen, it was like a needle in a haystack in Florida. I was shocked.
Tell you what, we're going to try some of Matt's beers when we come back.
Heyo.
Some Matt-made beer. That Bad Sons. And we'll talk tunes, and we'll have a blast, and we'll get drunk as we always do.
I love it here.
Woo! More Beer Man Beer at Bad Sons when we come back. Oh, yeah. It's Beer Man Beer. We are at Bad Sons. We're here with the new brewer and the Queen of Beers. Lauren is here.
I appreciate that.
Hello, guys.
I love that.
Queen of Beers.
It's a great crown. I wear it proudly. I appreciate the title.
The Queen of Dirty Beers.
Dude, I
Yeah,
don't get
welcome
a
to
fucking
Derbs.
crown.
You gonna tiara,
And
darling?
Dirty Derby.
The Derbs.
We are in the Dirty Derbs. We'll be at April Sours, too.
Yes, we will.
I'm so excited.
You guys fucking better be.
That's.
Can you hide it?
What?
How about can you fight it?
We're going to be giving away a growler that you can fill up with some Bad Sons beer.
See, now she got it. Now
Took
she
me a
got
minute. I'm a blonde.
What are we drinking
I know
now?
those lyrics.
What are you guys drinking?
I don't know. Am I drinking something you guys aren't?
Hydroponic.
Hydro.
Oh, damn.
That's what you got, too.
Oh,
It
damn.
is delicious. Delicious.
This is our new beer. We dropped this yesterday.
Tell
Yep.
us all about it.
All about it.
It's
Damn.
juicy.
That's a lot. So we wanted to. So we were kind of building on some of the momentum that we have with some of our last couple of beers, but we decided to take some stylistic differences with this particular one and throw in some more flavor, for lack of better term. We changed some of the ingredients around. We changed some of the hops around. We changed the water chemistry a lot.
That's my favorite thing about what's been changing here.
The water
The
chemistry.
water chemistry.
Yeah, I was going to
Absolutely.
say that. There's something
Fucking
about the water
science.
around here.
Yeah, science, man.
Something about the water.
Bill Nye the Beer Guy,
Yeah,
Matt,
something
over
about the
here,
water.
made some magic happen.
No, this beer was like, so we had some ideas about what we wanted our next beer to be in. We just put out some like fucking 11, 10, 9% IPAs, and you know, brewers, we want to make something that we want to drink.
Yeah,
And,
oh, yeah, no doubt.
you know, and I love drinking 11% IPAs, but I can drink half of them, you know, every so often. And if I could get like a flavorful fucking like punch you in the face IPA flavor with 6% alcohol, where you could throw like 6 of them back, why the hell not?
Oh, yeah.
So that was kind of what I was going for with this one, where we were like, you know what, we have these big hitters on deck. Let's get this softer, more flavorful boy in the bullpen, ready to go.
I think what impresses me about this beer was something I said to Mark. I don't know if you heard it, because I was just psyched because this is a beer brewed with El Dorado and CTZ, which are not and I think we talked about this last time. They're not. It's not like David Lee. They're not David Lee Roth hops. They're not like the lead singer. They're not Citra.
Now hold on. Are we talking David Lee Roth, early Van Halen?
Yeah.
Or now?
Early Van Halen.
Okay.
Like
All right,
heading
because
into the jump years.
I just want to say fuck Sammy Hagar.
Yeah. Wow. That's aggressive. That's
Get the
aggressive.
ball. Oh, we have no booze. Get the
That is aggressive.
Excuse me, there's a door behind you.
Wait a minute.
You best leave.
The
We gotta get
Sammy
into
years
that.
aren't so bad.
You're not
They're
into Sammy.
so
How come?
Why do I not like Sammy Hagar?
Is it because you
You
can?
better explain.
Is it because you can drive 55?
I can
Is that-
drive faster than 55 mostly.
That's allowed. So to follow up to the El Dorado is like a hop that's usually the beta to the alphas in terms of hop profile. So to make it the lead singer in this beer, I didn't know how that was going to go because CTZ is not also an accessory hop that most people put in the 4A.
CTZ is old. People don't want to use it anymore
fits in
because
the Centennial world and
Yeah.
things like that, which again, accessory to what the world is seeing in that. So
right, it's so 1990s.
it's the 90s, which the 90s are coming back, so it's fine. But El Dorado as a hop itself, super like it's pineapple, it's pear, it's all the good things. And when I came home, it was here, so I tried it, and again, blew me away. It was just great.
I
It's
love
so
it, man.
good.
It is tasty, it is juicy, and yes, I get all those things that you just said.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, we wanted to take some older, some lesser attended to hops and kind of give them a spotlight in a sense that a lot of other brewers aren't doing right now.
Right.
So you can get your super expensive Gucci hops and just like throw them at the wall and see what sticks. But we wanted to do something a little bit more scientific and experimental by taking. We wanted to take new school processes and procedures and take some old ingredients and see how those two things can work together. Because these old guys, they're getting left behind, and there's so much more potential for these old hops with all of these new processes.
Sometimes you gotta leave the old guys behind.
But this is one of those ones that, again, I'm used to being the accessory to the Citra, the accessory to the Mosaic, and it's not. It sings, and it's nice to taste it loud like that. I haven't had an El Dorado beer since like the Dorado days of Ballast Point. Like I'm aging myself. I'm an old lady here.
It sounds like a battle.
The Dorado days. Ooh.
Now I think this really needs some pulp in it.
Gross.
Shush. This would be a very tasty tropical medley.
Thank
Yes.
you. I'll take that one as a compliment.
But again, and to the tune of a lot
What,
of
you don't
things.
like pulp in your orange juice?
I don't. I'm not a pulper.
Ew.
What's wrong with you people?
Why do
I
you
don't
have
like to
thin-ass
chew.
orange juice? What is this?
I don't like.
What world do we live in and when that's appropriate?
I don't
I'd
like
like it better in
chewy
beer
orange
than in the orange juice. Yeah, I don't do the pulp in the orange juice.
Nice pulp.
oh, no. You gotta have
Did
that
you just say nice
thick
pulp?
orange juice.
Nice
with
pulp.
juicy-
You want to left you extra C's in your pulp?
Welcome to another episode of Nice Pulp with Lauren and Keg.
I'm gonna leave.
I don't know. Like I don't like pulpiness. I don't want to chew my orange juice. It's juice.
Shut up.
It's like, listen, it's all right. I also
All right, let's move on.
fine.
What do you got in your glasses? That wasn't the same as us, right?
I have the whoop ass,
You got whoop ass.
Ooh.
which
know
I know
what?
you guys talked about.
No, but I
before.
think I need a glass of that.
Some whoopus.
Yeah, is there any? How can I get?
You need a big
I
old
got
can
you.
of whooping.
I
You
got
got me. You got me. I hate to make you get up.
Listen.
Do we
it's what
have it
I
on
do.
draft? Can you open
I
it
do.
from a can just for posterity's sake?
Absolutely. For the sake of things.
So you can open up a can of whoop ass.
Oh hell yeah! That wasn't corny, was
This
it?
is all WrestleMania
316,
season,
man.
Come on, hurry up. We're running.
Can of whoop ass coming up.
Well, Bass is great, man. This
Come
is,
on, the meter's running here. Let's go.
Speaking of 316, letting you know, my son was born on 316, and we named him Austin. He was born in the front seat of my Dodge Durango.
Fuck yeah, man.
Stone Cold, baby, Stone Cold.
I love Stone Cold, man. I grew up as a child of the WWF, like around that time, you know?
Yeah. I grew up at the time of Jimmy Superfly Snuka in the Iron Sheik.
Yeah, it was a little bit before me.
Yeah, a little bit. Just a little bit. But,
It's all good.
Oh, that shit's great. No, Whoop-Ass is fun. It's this is a relatively new beer. We put it out a few months ago, but
Is this your design?
no. Well, so most of the beers that we do are Mark, the co-owner, and he's kind of like the
Right.
head of
we know Mark. You've been on the
Did you
show.
ever go, Mark, stop, shut your mouth, I'm brewing this freaking beer, and that's it?
No, because despite what I like, so I know enough. I'm smart enough to know that I don't know everything. And
Oh, you must be a genius.
not quite. But he's been around. Like he's been around the block, and so I trust.
Oh, yeah, he's been around.
Yeah,
From here to Colorado,
maybe further.
up to Maine.
How do you feel about the weed theme? Are you a weed guy?
Weed thing, I like. Well, so I'm
Do you smoke the guy?
I am a medical marijuana patient.
All
and
right.
I will always extol the virtues of marijuana and its medicinal properties. I do believe that it has.
Are you high right now?
I am not.
Okay.
No,
It
I
has
wish. I wish.
magical unicorn powers.
I don't know what Lauren's smoking in her douche fruit, but she's been picking a few puffs here and there.
I had to fix the computer.
Believe me,
Oh, look, she brought a
I'd be more fun if I was.
bunch
Look at that,
of
you got a
bunch of
4-pack,
cans of
look at
Whoop-Ass.
that.
Oh man, look at this shit.
If we got a 4-pack of Whoop-Ass, beautiful can
Oh, you see,
art.
it says it right there. It's an intense double IPA. So
Intense. We're gonna get intense.
Put your tighten your belts up, guys.
Go pee, Lauren. Go
What
pee.
the hell was she doing?
She was doing the pee dance.
I thought she was doing a little flash dance over there.
We're gonna do the pee dance.
Oh, I thought she was playing hopscotch.
Or when the peanuts dance.
Oh, like Schrodinger. Yeah.
Did it sound like I said penis? That's bad.
No, you said peanuts. Yeah, you said pea with an emphasis on the nuts.
Nuts.
Peanuts, man. Peanuts.
Peanuts.
Who's your favorite Peanuts character?
Schrodinger, obviously.
Huh?
Schrodinger.
Schroeder.
Yeah.
Schroeder.
Oh, I keep saying Schrodinger. Yeah, Schroeder.
Schroeder,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, because Vince Guaraldi's like one of the best pianists of all time.
Oh, you're into the penis. I'm penis.
I love pianists. Yo, pianists are the best.
Oh, you're really into piano. Who's your,
Oh, they're great.
Who do you like that plays the piano? Who do you like that tickles the ivories?
My favorite pianist?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's hard.
How about Victor Borga?
Well, tell us about your hard pianist.
Man, it's really hard to pick out my favorite pianist.
My goodness.
If it's not Vince, I would say probably
Not Billy Joel?
I mean, he is the piano man, but that song is all about just like shit talking the people
It's
watching
a
him
hell of
play.
a lot more harmonica than piano in that song.
You know what? You're right. Maybe it should be called the Harmonica Man.
You are very correct.
Indeed, all right. Who's your favorite pianist? Is that a hard question?
It's a loaded question.
Beer all around.
Well, there's that crack.
Beethoven.
It's pronounced Beethoven.
Actually,
Beethoven.
the original question was, who's your favorite Peanuts character?
Oh, Sally. I played Sally Brown.
You
in,
do look a
in
little bit
musical.
like Sally.
Yeah.
That's typecasting.
I can see
I
that. I can
did.
see that.
I played Sally Brown.
I can see that.
And You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. Shout out Marist College, MICTA. My favorite role I ever had.
Does the tree in Charlie Brown's Christmas count as my favorite character?
The
That good? Yeah,
sadness.
sure, why not?
That's so emo of you.
I've never heard
Wait till we
anybody
get to
refer
the music
Sally
part.
as Sally Brown.
No, Keg, who's your favorite Peanuts?
I was going to say Big Ben.
I don't see it.
Big Man, yeah, an underrated character.
A very underrated character, right.
I am very much a big Peanuts fan.
Do you like them honey roasted or dry roasted?
Honey.
Lightly
Always.
salted?
Honey roasted.
How about with toffee?
Sticky. My teeth don't do well with that.
No,
I don't
no.
have good teeth for toffee.
No, I don't think it's sticky. I think it's more of just a shell of toffee on a peanut.
I could do
Kind of
that.
like honey.
I could do that as
But
long as
with
it's not
toffee.
like the bar where I have to like snap it.
Oh, it's even good too.
I know, but my teeth don't like it.
Good score bar, man.
Charlie Brown's my
Heart
favorite.
sucks.
Charlie Brown?
Yeah, Chuck B, man.
Are
Why,
you
'cause
Charlie
he gets-
Brown?
Because he looks like me and Phil Collins combined.
I can see it.
So if you and Phil Collins had a baby, it would be Chuck Brown?
Chuck B, baby.
How are you at
B.
drums?
On drums?
Yeah.
I'm lousy, but,
How are you at kicking
I'm
footballs?
very good at beating the
How do you
skins.
like kicking footballs?
Football, no, I couldn't kick a football if I tried.
Yeah, my son, we pick on him because he's kind of like Charlie Brown. He's very
Who's that bitch that keep pulling the football away?
Lucy.
That'd be
Lucy.
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 She's the fucking worst.
There's a Charlie Browniest.
What an awful psychiatrist.
Everybody
Perpetual misery.
knew a Lucy.
Everybody.
Everybody had a Lucy.
Oh,
She's
everybody
the
had
mean,
Lucy. Yeah.
She's the very first mean girl
Yeah.
in terms of my perspective there.
Could have been, yeah. Yeah, that was like 50s. Man.
Yeah.
She was mean.
And sneaky mean. Like everybody was in on it so they could share all over Charlie Brown. It's just terrible.
Poor
what?
Charlie Brown,
Charlie
man.
Brown
Poor
has the
Charlie
peanuts.
Brown.
He has the worst friends.
You
as
just
a
blew the
group.
lid off of everything that we've
He
ever
got a good
thought about
dog,
the
though.
penis.
A great dog.
Snoopy, yeah.
A
Snoopy was
great dog.
No, Linus was a good friend.
Yes, but Linus was like Buddha.
By
to
the way,
Charlie
he's
Brown.
the one that brought the Christmas spirit back to Charlie Brown's Christmas.
Truth.
So I feel like Linus is a little underrated.
So it's
there.
really Linus's Christmas, if you think about it.
I think you're right, man.
I think, yeah.
Let's write to the authors. Change the fucking name.
That's it.
Yeah, Chuck Schultz is
I
dead.
don't think he's no
Oh,
longer.
they're all dead.
Yeah.
They're all dead.
But I could get behind it. Van Pelt, Linus Van Pelt. That's his last name.
Of course.
I didn't know. I did not remember
Yes, she is correct.
Uh-huh.
that. That's right, yeah.
You
What a
could
deep hole we've digging down into.
Well,
I told you I knew too much.
hell of a beer we have here. Right?
You opened the door.
Yeah,
and asked
man.
me.
We've opened the can of whoop ass, and it's some good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Man, our asses are getting whooped.
It's a little chewy too. Chewy, I think.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, there's some oats in there. There's some wheat. Nice, big body fold.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bold notes.
Malt.
Bold notes. What did we hop this up with?
Sorry?
Kettles of the
What did
side
we
of
hop
beer.
this with?
Oh, Galaxy and Nelson Sauvin,
that's
man.
why.
The
The
Gucciest of the Gucci.
This
Yeah.
is the Gucciest of
Yeah,
hops.
Here's
this
the
is-
Gucciest
These
of
are the
Gucci hops.
Balenciaga hops.
This is
Actually.
bougie and white trash at the same time.
Oh, yeah, that's. I
If
mean,
you're opening up a can of whoop ass, is that what you mean by this?
if you guys come to know me as a person, you'll know that I am the Gucciest of white trash.
That's it, man.
Do we want to know him as a person?
I want to
Probably
get.
not.
Oh, sure.
No, no, I don't think you
That's
guys
what we're
want
here for.
to.
We're here to interview
That's
you.
not nice.
We're here to interview you.
What? this I don't recall
right.
saying, "Hey, Lauren."
you don't.
We were talking amongst ourselves on this side of the
Ew.
bench.
Okay. Hi, Mark. It sounds like you're right here with us when they hear
broke
things
the-
like that.
Now,
The
you told
adults
us-
are
you
talking,
just called me
Lauren.
Mark?
I did. He already said to me, I've been back here 6 hours. He was
I
like,
don't know. Why would you be offended by that?
He says
You've been
the
you've been
adults are
back here
talking.
6 hours.
It's my boss you're
Sort
talking
of.
about.
Yeah.
When'd you get back?
I've been back to this building at 3:17 is when I walked in today.
It is.
So were you working today or not working today?
It's my day off, but I came in
For us?
for work
Oh,
because
not for us.
always for you. I
not a
mean,
day off,
I knew
then,
you're
is
coming
it?
anyway, but I was supposed to be here yesterday, but I have the world's worst sunburn in all the land.
This is craft beer. There is no day off.
That's why I was like, this is my first vacation in 3 years.
Where's Hooker with the aloe? He's not rubbing it down with aloe.
Well, I have aloe at home, but I'm not home.
Tell him to use butter.
Duh.
Oh yeah.
Gross.
Just don't go
My
back
kids are
into the
allergic-
sun after
My
that.
kids are allergic to dairy.
Never put butter on a burn. It's
Ugh. Yeah,
butter a burn.
Remember Kramer in Seinfeld when he?
The 90s were so fun.
Oh, gross.
He was basting himself in butter. All right. Anyway,
I'm too Irish. Like, I'm Irish, English, and Scottish. I'm not meant to go in the sun, but I love the sun. I love the sun.
so how many times a day do you battle yourself?
And it is a constant battle. It's a
My
lifetime
goodness.
problem. Yeah,
Zoinks.
that's right.
All right. So where
My
were
own
we,
inner
John?
turmoil.
John, we gotta
I want to
collect
hear
this
more
thing,
about
man.
the new brewer, and he has some
Oh, I'm
theater
sorry.
background.
Oh yeah,
wanna
we're
hear
talking
about the theater
about
back-
my theater back.
Yeah.
bring on your the
He's a thespian.
Hold on, because you and he can
Oh,
exchange.
Lauren too. Lauren,
Yeah.
Lauren was in
Am
the
I the
theater.
only one?
I brought that up.
Are we
My
all
Sally
children
Brown
of the
reference.
theater?
The theatre.
No, I literally, I did theater in high school, and then a couple of years after.
What were you in?
What was I in? I was in Harvey. I was in my
Like-
senior year.
like Steve Harvey.
Yes, yes, exactly. No, no, no. The one about the imaginary bunny.
I did not know of that.
I was
one.
like binocular.
That would be Blackula.
Oh, that's blaxploitation. No, and then we my senior year of high school we did we instead of doing one play because we were really hip to the jive. We did a series of small plays. We did like 10 small plays, and they were all David Ives plays. So I was in.
Who is that?
Who is he?
For the non-thespian.
He is a short. He's an American short playwright.
So you didn't do musical theater. You just did like they're called straight plays. What's straight plays?
I did do musical theater, but it was on the production side.
Okay.
Yeah.
My favorite people.
Yeah. In the same way that I'm a jack of all trades in the brewery, I was also a jack of all trades in the. I guess I have a thing. I guess I just want to be the jack of all trades in whatever I do.
But how many have you mastered?
None.
I'm a jackass of all trades.
There you go. Yeah, I'm a master of nothing.
I don't know. You know a lot about yeast.
Is there anything we should know about yeast?
Wow, that's weird.
Oh, sorry.
Why would you bring that up?
I don't know.
And is there a
Well,
medicine that can support
It's in the
that?
beer.
It was
is there-
weirdly specific.
Is there anything about yeast that you guys need to know? Not really. You don't want to know.
No, you do. I
No.
find it just. I can't. There's so much that's fascinating
Yeast
about.
is fascinating. Yeast
Have
is
you ever had an infection?
That's not fair. I mean, only.
No.
not in my private parts.
No, guys can get it too.
Now, guys can get it as well.
We most
Yeah, not the
certainly
way
can.
we do.
No, not
Similar
now.
but
no,
different.
no.
Similar but different.
I will quantify that by saying, as the resident female here, yes.
I think that's TMI.
But you asked.
I mean, I have gone
You
home
could
and
have
like
lied.
picked
I
out
think you
yeast
could have
out of my
lied. But I
eye
haven't-
I
before,
really
like,
think you
that's
could
the
have
thing.
lied on that
Why
one.
would you do that? No one would lie about it. I wouldn't. I wouldn't be doing the female representation here right if I was just like, yeah, no,
But you
never.
really could have lied.
Any girl that's saying no is a liar too.
If it's any consolation, the only yeast that you're worried about is the yeast that we used to make sour beer.
Ew, gross. Oh, okay.
What yeast was that?
Lactobacillus.
You don't like it, huh?
Well, it's technically not a yeast; it's a bacteria.
Great. This is getting
But-
better.
Can you treat it with an antibiotic?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Never mind. I'm not putting an antibiotic in
Let's
a
talk
beer.
about beer.
But yeah, can we redirect?
Throw some more grenades into this.
Well, no.
mix.
What I was going to bring up was the sour that we talked about the other day, where we drank a whole bunch of different beers, and Matt took the Brettanomyces from the beers we drank to make another beer in a barrel that we have, which I thought was kind of cool. So we like hijacked other yeast from other beer and use that to make some other kick-ass barrel-aged stuff.
Was
which
it at
is
gunpoint?
Kind of, yeah. Lately, I mean, gas prices are exceptional.
Yeah. So yeast is just it's fungus, right? It's a single cell fungus, and it does things, and it intakes things, and it outputs things, and if you can control the things that you input, then you can get certain things on the output, right? So basically, we give it sugar, and it gives us ethanol, alcohol, and flavors.
We get drunk.
And then we get drunk, and it tastes good, right? But like there are other types of yeast, like sour yeasts and other types of like wild bacteria and what have you, and they make other flavors and other weird shit that like normal brewer's yeast doesn't do. So we have the unique ability when you start moving into like barrel aging and all of that kind of shit, where you have these like you're just like porous wood with a bunch of holes in it, and you could just throw weird ass yeast in it and see what the fuck happens.
Yep.
And so that's kind of what we did is
Yeah.
we have all of these barrels that have beer in it, and anytime like I like to share because I'm a brewer and
Thursday beer share day.
we just like bring in beers to drink with everyone. But
Yeah.
if there's yeast at the bottom, I'll put that in a fucking barrel and see what happens. You know.
Yep.
Hold on. Let's go back to the beer share. What is this beer share?
Oh, you guys are obviously welcome. I mean,
Yeah.
Well, because we've never been invited, so I'm asking now.
Yeah, Thursday beer
Because
share day.
well, she's never said nothing. We come here on Thursday sometimes, and she never said nothing to
Well,
us at
because the
all.
only day that you
Clearly
come here
you
is
guys
to
were
hear
cool enough
Celine
until
Dion.
now.
Celine Dion night is also Thursday nights.
well, no one's ever said that there's a beer share.
That's early though. It's early because they leave here earlier. So
Yeah,
it's
we're out of here.
well-
So you guys gotta be here at like 2 p.m.
All right, so I'll take a day off.
perfect.
Cool.
Yeah.
But you have to bring beer too.
Yes. beer sharing.
Oh yeah,
That's not a
question.
problem.
It's tit for tat. You can't just get the tit.
Oh, no.
You got to bring the
Shit.
tat.
I'll bring beer and ice cream.
Is it the
Hell
teat
yeah.
or the tit?
The teach for tat.
It depends.
I gotta say, the music, Mad Season,
Yeah,
love
it's
it.
a great song.
Great song.
They turned my music off.
River to Sea, it's awesome.
You were listening
Anyway.
to like Australian.
I was listening to the Avalanches.
I'm sorry. I was like, it was, Mark was like, "What are we listening to? It's like old school, but like not." And
He
that's
should
exactly
know by
what
now
it was.
that anytime he comes in and there's something weird playing, it's probably me.
Yeah, it was great. It was
Probably.
great. I just like when you blow his mind from time to time with music, which is it's a good time. He said he's gonna start a vlog. By the
Yes,
way.
I told him he should start a vlog and he should listen to the music that I play here and talk
and
about
talk about it.
Well, he's a talker.
It was a good time. but yeah, so yeah, Matt's a barrel aging wizard, which is good because we haven't had, I would say, any kind of like bougie bottled beer out of barrels, so many bees in a long while. I think the last one we had was the Floozy when we first started here, which was mixed fermentation. So it's going to be pretty cool to see what we're going to do.
it. So cool.
It's so cool. What did we get from Litchfield? What barrels did we get from them?
That's a lot of bourbon barrels.
Bourbon.
Boybin.
Tell you what, I want to hear more about some music.
Jay's tickling me. I'm
Those
telling.
are my music.
Don't touch me there.
We'll talk a little bit of music when we come back. Drink some more delicious beers from Bad Sons. Bad. And who knows what other type of crazy stuff's going to happen with this crew. We're wilding out. It's Bad Sons. Our
Yeah, it feels
pregame
so
for
good.
April Sours.
You just scared me.
Yeah.
You just really scared me.
It's Beer Man Beer. We're back at Bad Sons. Lauren has more beer from Florida for
I
us.
do. Florida. Right? Am I saying it right?
Florida.
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 So
How about Flo Rida?
that's what I said. I
Also
call it Flo
acceptable,
Rida.
actually. Also acceptable.
Flo Rida. Yeah. So again, it was an interesting delve into strange beer land in Florida. But there's one thing that I was looking for, and it's the Unicorn, which is an IPA in Florida that I really felt matched the mark for New England, which is, I mean, I guess this is the closest I could find. But again, we'll probably talk about it in a minute, but obviously water matters, and water is one of those things that's a little squirrely in Florida, unless you have one of those swanky machines that Matt was talking about. But
Swamp water.
So salty.
it's so salty.
Swampy.
So this is a beer called Space Grass. It's an IPA made by Angry Chair, which up here in New England, most people unicorn over their stouts. So that's one that I know a lot of traders look for, aside from Wakefield there. So this is an IPA out of Angry Chair. I can't see the ABV on it.
Because it's a little dark in here.
But well, I don't even know. Look, Florida's lawless. I don't even know if they have to put ABV on beer.
It
down
might
there.
not. The ABC does. They don't care.
Yeah.
Doesn't
So
this take you back to that show?
Angry
Let's not
Chair.
talk about that show.
Angry Chair is out of Tampa. This is an IPA with Simcoe, Azaka, and our good friend El Dorado, which we were talking about
I've
earlier.
literally never heard of any of those.
El Dorado.
So it's 6.7 ABV.
That's courageous. It's hard to put out a less than 7% IPA these days.
Cheers. Salu.
Nastravi.
Hold on, don't forget we got a tap.
All right, no cannonballs when we're in the brewery, because that's not legal. So
Is that not legal?
I don't think so. Is it legal? Oh shit, we should have brought something.
We have a permit for alcohol.
I mean,
but
snitches get stitches,
listen,
so I'm not saying anything.
we don't rat about
so.
it. I have a quote unquote first aid kit here.
Listen,
so.
knowing is half the battle.
No, next time we're bringing a bottle.
Go, Joe.
The cannonball.
That's right. Just
We do have shot glasses in our bag. We do. We do. All right, I'm going in for a sip.
Going for a sip.
give it a sniff and give it a sip.
Lots of stone fruit.
Yeah, which I mean from the hops they're pulling. Yes, makes sense.
Citrusy. Little
Is that what a
catty.
stone fruit tastes like?
Well, stone fruit is just anything that has a core. So, like a cherry is a stone fruit. But when we say stone fruit in beer, we mean like.
I'm over here thinking it's like an actual like fucking fruit.
No. It's just a category of fruit.
Yes.
Oh,
So technically, a cherry is a stone fruit, but we're talking like peach, pear, apricot, peach, apricot.
pear is not a stone
That
fruit.
is
It is
not a
not.
stone fruit. I
But
misspoke.
yes, peach, apricot,
Pear.
Guacamole.
quokka, avocado.
Avocado's a fruit.
It's a stone fruit.
Yeah. Wow. And we learned something new.
Mind blown.
Guacamole is literally just IPA
With tomato.
with tomato.
That sounds like a Bloody Mary.
What's up with this avocado toast everybody's jumping all over?
It's nice.
It's been around a while, dude.
It's-
It's been around. I know.
Dude, butter is just as full of protein and cheaper.
I like avocado, but it's expensive for toast.
It sticks to my teeth and it makes a weird film. I don't like
You
it.
get like the shellac, the avocado
Freaking
shellac.
gross.
I
awful.
love avocados.
I feel like
Well,
Brush
good
my
for you.
teeth.
I'm glad you like avocado.
I have to brush my teeth every time I eat avocado. It's awful.
Guacamole is gross too.
I
That's just
disagree.
onion
just saying.
flavored avocado.
But so about this beer that doesn't
That's-
taste like an avocado.
Yes.
I don't taste the avocado at all.
No.
Listen, if it tastes like an
it's
avocado,
nice.
I spit it out.
Yes, it's really nice.
It's
was
nice, drinkable. It's crushable. I would drink this while I mow the lawn.
I was just shocked that
This
it
is
was,
chewy too. It's a little thick.
It's got some.
It's
Yeah,
got
it's
a
got
little
some body.
bite. Yeah, I was a little like that's why I said I was like I'm taking this because I guess I was just shocked that they were able to pull off haze and also
Yeah, it's
retain
definitely
it.
hazy.
Right.
It's good. Yeah, it's good. It's
Still got some good head retention there.
the flavors they meld in a way that's really harmonious, but like harmonious doesn't mean like good, and it doesn't mean balanced. But this is a harmonious and also balanced IPA. It's like really nice.
I
that-
I feel we're a little spoiled because the smoothness and sweetness of what we've done with the water, it takes the bite out and it still has some bite to it
Yeah.
that I'm not a fan of. Again, we're kind of spoiled up
I'm
in
trying
New
to
England.
figure out which I like better, this or the whoop ass. I'm gonna take a sip of each.
I like the whoop ass better.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm not.
The whip ass goes down really smooth.
That's what I'm
smooth.
saying. It's
It's
buttery.
smooth.
That
And
mouth.
this has a little bit of a fucking like.
Yeah.
The bite,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it stings your tongue a little bit.
And that's all about that water chemistry, man. It's so
Hey, Florida, get better water.
get better fucking water, Florida.
Florida.
Seriously though, like the chemistry of their water down there is very different than the chemistry of the water up here, and so
Their showers suck too.
the
just
stream
saying.
is so weak, and it's like well water. It comes out brown. Florida's like a third world country.
Listen, I got a well and my water doesn't come out
I'm
brown.
sorry, Rick Scott, but you run a
Just
third
saying,
world
man.
country down there. But like water chemistry is really super important. That's something that we've been really focusing on in the last few months here, because you can make a great beer and not take care of like the atoms in the water that you make beer with, for lack of like
Yeah.
better terms.
Yeah.
But it's what it's all about. It's like water is 95 to 98% of beer. Like
Yep.
beer is all water.
Yep.
So yeah, you can you get these sexy ass hops and you get these cool boutique yeasts and you get these imported European malts and what have you, and you could bring these all together and make a bad beer.
Yeah.
If you're not paying attention to your water.
What is it that we've added the quality control system so we can actually play with it's salts, right? Is that right? Like, I don't want to call it salts because it's not. Like,
I
it
know.
sounds weird to
It's
say it that way.
simplistically as salt. It's salt. It's like, oh man, this dish needs more salt. Let's put some more salt in it. And then bam, everything pops.
Are we talking sea salt? Are we talking pink salt?
Oh, Himalayan pink salt, motherfucking jam. But we're not talking about that when it comes to beer.
No, let's talk about some Epsom
we are-
salts. Come on.
Actually,
Come
yes.
on.
Actually,
Come on, give it
yes.
to me.
Epsom salt is great. It's Epsom is magnesium sulfate.
That's the salt of the earth right there.
I think. Yes.
All right.
But it's calcium. What? Calcium chloride.
And I threw that
No,
grenade
so-
in there.
So
You're
what's-
welcome.
Yeah.
No, but it's so salts are in everything. Like salts are an electrolyte, so they're in anything that is biologically active. You'll find salt there somehow.
You know where you're going to find a lot of salt? In that plant-based crap that they're trying to serve us.
But it's
All that
not
vegan crap?
terribly
Oh, man.
bad.
Hold on.
Ooh, you're gonna
Oh, look
punch
at
him
this
in the
guy.
head
Oh,
right
it
here.
tastes-
man,
tastes
look at this
good. It
guy.
tastes
Hold
You're
on,
gonna hit
hold
him.
on. Listen, I bought into it, but there's a lot of salt in that stuff.
There's a lot of sodium. Sodium.
In what?
Salt, sodium. All right.
But those
It
hot
still,
dogs
it
were
still
good.
gives you high blood pressure,
Those
doesn't
were
it?
good hot dogs, though.
They were good hot dogs.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
did
a
you
good
guys eat
hot
some tofu dogs?
But when you start talking about salt, it's like all of this supposedly good vegan food is all loaded with salt. I'm just saying.
We got to yell at Sharon Simon and Dave Padilla in the same episode.
Yeah, that's right. I think we'll have an opportunity with Sharon more than Dave.
Yeah, no, Dave's hiding.
Anyway,
So as far as the salt and the beer goes, though, that's what's going to give you that, like, I talk about the other half mouthfeel. That, like, soft, pillowy, delicious
Pillowy, I like that.
mouthfeel. And
you know, that's not something we've heard.
pillowy.
This is kind of pillowy, though.
Well, I mean, that's going to be, like, the whoop ass
Well, that's very pillowy.
is more pillowy.
Now, when you sleep, do you have like a hard pillow and a soft pillow?
I have a form-fitting pillow for my head. It's almost like
You have a My Pillow.
No, it's actually not a My Pillow. It's a memory foam. It actually has a lot of curves through it.
Just like your ladies.
It
Gotta have the curves of the ladies. Come on, the ladies.
Excuse me, I'm talking. It cradles my noggin.
There ain't nothing wrong with some curves in the ladies.
There is nothing wrong, but it does cradle my noggin. It's good for side sleepers as well. Yeah, so that's what I like.
I have two pillows.
So I do have two pillows. I have a hard one and a soft one, and
Yeah.
every once in a while, when the hard one gets too hard,
You flip
I chuck it at the cat.
That's an aggressive announcement to your
It's like,
pillow.
Here, kitty. Bam.
But you know, there's something about how your pillow gets warm.
Yeah.
This pillow doesn't get warm.
That
It's
sucks.
a nice, cool pillow.
I
Yeah.
like
Oh, you like a cold
toasty-
pillow?
I don't like a very warm pillow
I do
because it
not
makes
like
me
a
toss
cold
and turn.
pillow.
I like a toasty warm pillow.
My head is hot enough. I don't need a fucking cold pillow. man.
See, with a melon like mine, I need something that's cool.
Melon.
Does your head really generate that much heat?
Oh, come on. He gets steamed up. Talk about Democrats.
Do we have to
stop.
do we have to build?
That'll
We're
explode.
not doing politics
Do
here.
we have to build a concrete
Thank you, John.
shell over your head so it
Gross.
doesn't expose the rest of Europe?
That's it.
I just have a very good pillow. That's all I'm just saying.
Anyways,
I'm all about having. Good
I know. I want to hear some.
Took me a lot of years to find that pillow, though.
It's when you find
Sorry,
the one
John.
that's
Sorry.
when you find the good one, you keep her.
Let's talk about beats and
Exactly.
boobs.
What is that?
Beeps and boobs.
Beeps and boobs.
Yeah, you guys want
He
to talk
was
about
music.
beeps and boobs?
Music's.
All right, and then you're
Beeps
new to
and
the
boobs?
show. We have not heard your favorite tunes yet.
All right,
I'm
you,
sure
you don't want to.
Yeah,
No, I
let's
do.
hear
I
your
do.
Rushmore.
Sing it.
Let's hear your top tunes.
All right.
So this is the super band?
Ready?
Oh no! First, I want to hear like his
I'm
favorite
really.
bands.
I can tell you
Favorite
one thing.
bands.
There you go.
Okay.
I have a feeling Stevie Ray Vaughan is in there somewhere.
I think it might be.
Wait, are we talking about songs?
Yeah,
or
where are we
bands,
going now? Do we
or
want
super
want
bands?
tops? Do we want
Do you have like a top four your favorite
Bands.
favorite?
We're talking
yes
bands.
favorite
top
bands.
4 favorite bands?
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, listen, you can tell us songs. That's fine, too. But
Well, I like songs
we're
too.
looking at bands.
Bands,
Okay.
right?
Artists.
Just
Bands.
shoot the questions. And I'll
Bands.
answer.
Top
Give
four
it to
bands.
us.
What do you
Top
got?
4
Give it to
favorite
us.
bands.
Rushmores, baby. Rushmores.
Propaganda, Hot Water Music, The Clash, The E Street Band.
Okay.
Hold on.
Springsteen.
Yeah, no, wrap your head around that shit right there.
That's a time to be
Listen,
alive.
I don't know what you
No,
said up
no.
until
Now is
The
that
Clash.
The Clash. That's what it was, yes.
So
Now,
tell me the
so-
first two again. What were those?
So Propaganda, they're a
That sounds Indian.
they're not. They are a post-hardcore thrash band from Manitoba, Canada.
That's why we haven't heard of them.
And they are probably one of the best Fat Records bands to ever exist. They are I don't know. How do you describe Propagandhi? They are themselves.
I can't describe them.
They're themselves. They were originally a Fat Mike band, and they became their
Compare
own
them.
band.
Is there something that like?
So they started as a NoFX kind of
Oh my goodness.
I hate it here.
I gotta piss. Move out of my way.
This is all I can go. This is all I got.
So if we're comparing them to somebody that.
All right. So Propagandhi are imagine a hyper political municipal waste bred with NoFX. That's Propagandhi. They started as like a ska punk band.
Okay.
And then they became this sort of like
Machine.
more metal thrash type.
Okay.
Did you know Municipal Waste has a hot sauce?
Yes. It's fucking delicious. Dude, I love Municipal Waste.
I don't know if a lot of people know that.
I'm a baby for hot things. I can't do hot sauce.
Florida Frank from Hatebreed has his own line of hot sauce as well.
You'll have to send me some.
It is delish.
I didn't know that.
So I have to embarrassingly announce that I never really got into Hatebreed because I never grew up in Connecticut.
Oh yeah, you're not.
And
from
so I
around
was
here.
like, I was into that like
Well, guess
Florida
what?
post-hardcore.
Hatebreed is coming to Connecticut.
I heard.
So
heard.
Field trip?
we
Field trip.
are going to have to go.
Field trip.
I will say that my wife has been to a couple of shows. So
she's in the scene.
She's been here for a while.
She's in the
I'm
scene.
representing Hatebreed on
I see this.
on my sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Love Hatebreed.
Yeah, I'm not mad about that. What was the second one?
And
Yeah, so
talk
Propagandhi,
about
Hot
solid
Water
guys.
Music. Hot Water Music, they're a post-hardcore band
Hot
from
water
Gainesville.
music?
Yes, Hot Water Music.
Oh, I'm thinking it was like a sign for camping or something.
It doesn't
No,
look like
no,
we're
they're
going
a
camping.
post-hardcore band. 1993, 1995. They're a post-hardcore band from Florida. They're kind of legendary, you know.
Where in
Kind of a
Florida?
big
Gainesville,
deal.
yeah, G-ville, man.
So that's where they're legendary? Because up here we've never heard of
Have you
them at all.
never heard of Hot Water Music?
No.
John?
Man, I am embarrassed for both of you.
Okay.
Oh, because I'm kind of thinking I'm embarrassed for you.
I don't know. So, but I just want to know more. Like, I'm excited to
Listen,
know about
we're-
something
So
I
Hot
don't
Water
know
Music.
about.
So
We're not about trashing music. You know,
Oh no! I want to
people
tell you
have,
guys all about it. Hot Water Music, they were fantastic. They put out a lackluster record in like '95 or whatever, but then '97 came around. Like '97 was, you guys should know, is such an awesome year.
For
We
music.
were down in Florida in '97.
Weird.
97 is the year? I always hear 94, 84.
Nah, dude, '97.
See,
97 was
odd
like
years
king
are
for
so
punk
odd,
rock.
man.
97's when like what isn't it like Third Eye Blind and shit?
No, but like, yes, but like for punk, he's talking. Like,
Well,
okay.
I mean, hey man, I also like Third Eye Blind.
but the new age punk scene.
No, but like post-hardcore, like
Yeah.
'97 was like the fucking year, dude. Hot Water Music put out 2 records. Alkaline Trio put out a record.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy Eat World put out a record.
Okay, Jimmy Eat World. All right, we got that.
That record was
A little
great.
before that. It was like 4 or 5 years before that one.
All right, so Jimmy Eat World. Yeah, we got that.
Yeah,
We're
so it was a big year. Against Me, Less Than Jake.
Yes.
Like these
Oh,
are all.
yeah, all the bands that play at freaking Toad's Place.
That's it, man.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, I mean,
yeah.
There, she.
Yeah.
But the Clash is great. I love the Clash.
Did any of you
Yeah,
guys
no,
watch
Clash.
Pam and Tommy on Hulu?
oh no.
I haven't. I don't have Hulu.
Please watch Pam and Tommy. There's a funny scene where Motley Crue go to record an album and they get kicked out of the studio because they get kicked out of the big studio to the small because someone booked Third Eye Blind in the big studio.
Oh my God.
And Tommy Lee goes in, "Who the fuck are you guys?" And he's, "We're Third Eye Blind." "Well, Third Eye Blind, we're Motley Crue." They're like, "We don't care. We booked here all week."
I'm sorry. We're gonna sell more records than you in the next 3 years.
Oh, that was the time.
Even their worst album probably did better than Third Eye Blind.
I don't know, man.
Primal Scream.
Well, that's a check the Goog on that one.
I don't mind the Motley Crue, but I will say I saw Third Eye Blind open for Aerosmith, probably in the era of this
I'm sorry.
time frame.
Third Eye Blind open for Aerosmith?
Yes.
Wow.
And I saw them in Hartford, and it was what a time to be alive kind of moment. I was happy for both scenes.
I'm back and I'm coming, I'm hunging, I'm chunging. What is the song? Do, 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 do.
Nothing
you
like
know
that.
more than I do. My goodness.
Your lyrics are
Oh my
astounding. Your lyrical content is
What
electric.
is this nonsense?
No.
And
want
but wait.
All right, Matt,
something
Yeah,
please continue.
but
Oh, no,
E
so
Street,
anyway.
E Street Band, that was a fucking loop thrower. Like,
Oh, man.
where did that come from?
My love for Bruce.
Yeah.
You love Bruce, huh?
I love Bruce.
The boss,
Love
man.
Bruce.
Oh,
Man, he's,
okay. Steam it up.
So does Mark. Mark loves Bruce Springsteen.
I didn't know that. Oh
Mark
man, I'm gonna put
loves-
that shit in my pocket and save it for later.
We are the children.
No, what it is it's I love like Americana.
Yeah.
So Bruce and like
Well, listen, Bruce does not like Americana.
Bruce himself.
Bruce himself is a
yeah,
Don't
I don't
be
want to. I'm
angry.
not going to talk about Bruce's politics. I'm not going to talk
man.
about
This
Bruce.
is some really good whoop ass.
Oh, we're drinking. We're drinking. We got mics in front of us. Let's talk about it.
No,
Oh,
I
gross.
don't.
Oh, God.
No, I don't throw down like
Hey,
that.
we
Just
can
musically.
If it gets crazy, we'll edit it out.
That's crazy.
It's just I grew up.
No.
I grew up in this like post-hardcore scene, and all of these like post-hardcore bands were covering Springsteen songs.
Really?
Yeah, like mostly No Surrender.
Okay.
But then, like, there was some Bobby Jeans, and there was some. So it's like working class songs. And yes,
Not Bruce Springsteen.
Bruce Springsteen, never worked a day in his life or whatever.
But he sings about
Born in the
factories.
USA was not about the working class. I
and
can tell
that's
you that
but
right
that's
now.
also why I like it. Not to talk politics, but it's this.
It was
Is there
anti-American.
a unification of
That
the
sounds
music?
American.
This aesthetic of just like the hard-working man, and so that's what like the basis of punk rock. Yes, Bruce Springsteen is
Is
charlatan.
punk?
You know what?
He's a charlatan, but the basis for
He's a
that,
charlatan.
the basis for that is real. Like the hard-working man. Going and doing his thing, and like punk rock and post hardcore and all of that is based in just like everyday experience.
Well, it's wild because like punk music in itself is I frame it as this like anarchy complex too.
Right, but it's not.
But it tends to lyrically be a lot different when you kind of like whittle it down.
I wanna-
it
It's
doesn't
very.
happen
That's
that
the
often.
thing. People don't listen to the lyrics.
People don't go
They don't.
lyrically in.
People listen to
The
the
sound.
sound, the vibe, and what's going on with the crowd or how it makes them feel. Based
Which is
on,
allowable too, but
Absolutely,
to a
absolutely.
point.
But when you really dive into the sound and the lyrics, you're like, whoa,
Whoa, content
what's
changes.
going on here?
Yeah, it can
So, yeah.
change. I
Yeah,
mean,
absolutely.
I didn't grow up loving Bruce Springsteen, but I heard it all the time. It was just on. My mom loved Bruce Springsteen.
Remember his mom loved Bruce Springsteen?
Yeah,
I like Bruce Springsteen as a kid.
right.
And
Like,
then as you grow up, you're like, whoa,
but
what's going on here, Bruce?
There's just some.
Get off your soapbox, Bruce.
Well, but there's just some interesting avenues that in any music, whether it's Bruce Springsteen or you want to take a whole other avenue of somebody trying to drive to something lyrically. My brain is running wild trying to figure out something out of here, but Whoop-Ass is doing its job, so I can't pull it out of my brain. But you can go content on anything, and it's content to music. I mean, we talk about it all the time because I don't understand new rap at all. It doesn't. But I grew up in an era of hip hop that I love, that I think is pretty fucking badass. And even people that I'm shocked don't listen to
Like the Sugar Hill Gang?
well, yeah, Sugar Hill. You could go to Tupac. You could go to Biggie though too, and play in that realm of hip hop and hear something in the
Houdini?
content that is just different than anywhere else. Whether you agree with it or you don't, they're driving force in content from somewhere else.
Right.
Well, it's like new metal too, with Korn and Limp Bizkit.
Yeah.
You're gonna get the same thing.
I will say that at the risk of being like that guy, and
Oh yeah,
like,
you're that guy.
Oh, I am that guy.
You are that
I
guy.
really am. No, but I'm just like, you don't have to be a creative writing major to be able to like write songs for other people, and like a lot of people don't understand in like the American mainstream.
I know the quotable quote.
But it's like you can write art for other people. Like it's not about you. You're just making art, and
that's
the
harder to
thing.
do than from writing art from the person, as opposed to writing art for others.
Right.
It's easier to write what you want,
Exactly.
just like it's easier to brew what you want to brew. If you
It's
want to
so
brew
easy
what
to
you
brew
want to
what
brew,
I want
right?
to drink.
Wow,
So-
you just took that right around.
I'm really good at this game.
Wow.
Well, I'm not done
put
talking about Bruce Springsteen.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about Bruce, man.
I have an opinion on Bruce Springsteen.
Allowed.
Tell me.
And let's do a greater than or less than scenario, because I feel, and me growing up in that early 80s and MTV era where Bruce Springsteen jumped in on that Born in the USA
Oh, man, Courtney
made a
Cox.
video
Courtney Cox.
and all that. Where
Come
I
on, you
think
love Friends.
Bruce gets all this.
That's where she got her beginning.
It
I
was
know.
It was her first acting gig. Yeah.
Bruce gets all this respect for being this American working guy. I think there was an American true hard-working American guy who was for America, who turned down a bullshit gig when he saw it and still rocked hard and kicked ass and is way better than Bruce Springsteen.
And
God
that
damn it, Huey Lewis in the news.
Oh,
is
dude.
greater
I'll go
than.
with that. I'll go with that.
Because
I'll take it.
Can I just give a shout out to Nick Lowe?
Yeah.
Because Nick Lowe gets like no
No.
respect in this equation.
I think it's allowed.
Look at Live Aid, right? Live Aid. Who turned down Live Aid because he wasn't too sure the money was going where it was supposed to go? That was Huey Lewis in the news. They're like, no, fuck you. We're not going to go there. We're not sure those Africans are getting fed by the money you guys are raising on MTV.
I still don't think they got fed.
Probably not. But Huey,
Yeah, MTV's not paying any.
Huey
for
was
people.
cool. Huey wore the fuck. Huey was the first guy to
Huey's
wear
the fucking man.
the blazer with a T-shirt and the sunglasses. That's all he needed. He always had hot chicks around him, surrounded by beautiful women at all times.
Also a great show performer.
And he was hip
Absolutely.
to be square.
He was
That's
very
it.
hip to be
It's
square.
always hip to be square. What are you talking about?
Come on. Huey is an icon. He is the icon everybody says Bruce Springsteen is. Why is there no All Huey station on Sirius FM?
I don't know. I can still
should be an
afford
all
to,
Huey.
but I can still afford to go to a Huey Lewis concert. I can't buy tickets to go see Bruce Springsteen.
know.
I can't buy Bruce Springsteen concert.
You got Bruce. You can hear,
Do you guys want to?
10th Avenue Freezer.
If you're not aware of this, it might blow your mind. But the backing band for Elvis Costello on his first record was Clover, right?
Okay.
Clover would eventually become Huey Lewis in the News.
Bro, I didn't know that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So My Aim Is True, the Elvis Costello record, was backed by Huey Lewis's band technically,
Holy shit!
and they would eventually become Huey
The
Lewis in the
News.
News.
That's it.
Damn.
So-
So it was
That's
Elvis
fact. Those
Costello
are facts.
in
And
the
yeah,
news.
I
those are facts.
appreciate your respect for the E Street Band.
Oh, dude.
But please, bask in my glory over the news. 'Cause
Dude, the news are fucking sick,
are
dude.
awesome.
To the news.
Because the
To the
news,
news.
the news used to be Clover.
To the news.
How
And
many times-
Clover, come on. Okay,
the news.
Let's talk first records here.
Crimson and Clover?
No.
Greetings
Greetings from Ashbury Park,
Yeah.
the first Bruce Springsteen record, or My Aim Is True, Elvis Costello, which is the better record.
I would
My Aim Is
not
True.
know details
My Aim
on
Is
that.
True.
Never know.
I,
Costello.
well, I'm gonna tell
Oh.
you. Now, Greetings from
Costello.
Ashbury Park is long songs, right? But not as many. The songs were long.
Well, it's
but-
the Mumford and Blinded by the Light.
Yeah.
That's where that came from.
10th Avenue Freezer, was that?
No, that was Born to Run. That was the second. third
Rosalita.
record.
I'm sorry, Rosalita. Where's that one?
That was the second record. That was
Jesus Christ, I'm off of my.
I know you were not
No,
on.
but
your
you're
Springsteen.
naming them. I don't got nothing there.
Well, Rosalita.
Oh, Rosalita.
That's like a 20-minute song.
It is.
Oh, it's
Oh,
Jason.
that's one of his best.
He's just not clicked
That's
in right
okay,
here.
It's not into Bruce.
You know what?
my
If
brains
it
out.
makes you guys feel any better, I'm way more comfortable with like punk and hardcore. So.
What about Mellencamp? Wasn't he?
Oh, I love John Mellencamp,
We
dude.
could go down. This isn't Mel. I was like, this isn't Mellencamp.
Oh no, dude!
Listen, I heard the acoustics, but it's still co-pilots.
The pink houses.
Big houses, yep. You're right.
Yeah, you guys like Avail, right?
When you said aha, I was thinking take off.
No, you guys like hardcore, like Avail, like Richmond, Virginia.
Yeah.
They covered fucking pink houses on their second record. Tim Berry, he's a great fucking guy.
I'm very curious about.
I'm getting too deep.
I'm very curious about your super band.
My
That's been the
super
thing
band.
I've been
Oh,
waiting
man.
for. When I told him,
My
like,
super
listen,
band.
they ask you specific questions here, and one of those is your super band. So get ready. He's like, I've been living for this.
Are you,
my whole
you
life.
ready for Mark's Superman?
Matt?
Matt, yes.
Get it together, Charlie.
I knew it started with an M.
The whoop ass is getting to you too.
Mark is
Whip
not
ass is
here.
doing a good job.
I'll call Mark.
Your beer is working.
Mark's super band
I
was
don't,
good.
dude. My super band. I don't know, man. I tried. I really tried. It's so fucking hard, dude.
It's really hard.
All right.
Well, you know what?
Here we go. Here we go. Vocals.
Yeah.
James Brown.
Okay.
Oh, I like James Brown.
Gotta have. Yeah. So you
There's
can't
some range there.
You can't go too high and you can't go too low with what I'm about to tell you. But I feel like James Brown can do it all.
Allowed.
Jesus
Living
Christ.
with a
right, all right,
hernia,
all right.
got to have
right.
an operation.
Hold
Get
on,
down.
hold on.
All right. Guitar.
Get in the tub.
Guitars. Do I get one guitar or two guitars?
You pick, man. It's your band.
You pick.
I'll
Your
get two
band.
guitars. All right. Stevie Ray Vaughan. Right.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Eddie Van Halen. That duality, man. That
Damn.
duality.
Wow, mind blown.
Okay.
You got the
Shred.
8,000 notes per
So
second
much shredding.
on one side, and then the 10,000 notes per second on the other side. But I will say, Eddie's got the hammer on, hammer offs. Stevie's got the notes.
Stevie's on
Stevie
point.
he can make
Stevie's got the pocket
Can make
too.
a couple of notes sing.
Stevie's got the pocket, which I enjoy as a guitar player.
But he can also play
sit-
behind his back and with his teeth.
Those are talented
You know,
moments.
there's
yeah.
a thing about you can feel. It's all about the feel
Yeah.
from Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
You can
It
feel
should- it
him
should have
play.
been- dude, it should have been Eric.
As he hits every
It should have
note,
been Eric.
you can
Mm-hmm.
feel that run through your body.
Yep.
Eddie Van Halen, nothing against Eddie Van. I mean, when
Oh
we talk
no,
about,
he's got the virtuosity.
But when you think of Stevie Ray Vaughan,
Dude,
you
every
think of
note.
the feeling, the blues.
Every note.
I mean, it's
It's
there.
sexy. It's
Absolutely.
swanky.
Should have been Eric.
It's thick.
Should have been Eric.
Should have been Eric. Should have been Eric.
Oh God.
You know, Stevie Ray Vaughan.
I'm not gonna wish death on anyone. like, man, I wish Stevie was around.
I know.
I'm gonna be that guy in like 2040 in a roadside bar in Austin talking about the fucking virtues of Stevie Ray, and all these post millennials are gonna be like, who the fuck are you talking about?
You know, to feel
Oh man,
what he's playing, what comes through that guitar is just amazing.
that fucking South by Southwest.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Nothing. There's
nothing like it.
literally fucking nothing like it.
But I mean, Eddie Van Halen though is a time. I mean, there's
Oh,
something
absolutely.
Yeah,
about
but think about that. Imagine
The
two
dynamic?
of them just like.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to make it into millennial terminology. Vibing. Imagine the two of them vibing.
Well, that's why I think about how the Grammys, they usually shove together two people who don't usually sing together or play
Just
together
fucking hate
or
each
whatever.
other.
Yeah, but they do it. I would love to see that
Right?
kind of dynamic, just old school, new school, blue school, rock school, just pull it
Yeah,
together.
for sure.
And they could. They could. They're just, because I think just there's an insane respect that each one of them would have for each one of their abilities. And Eddie Van Halen again. I'm a big Van Halen
Right.
fan, so I can't
What-
not
what-
talk about Van Halen.
What instrument am I on?
I think,
We just did
Do I
guitars.
get to choose?
Who's snapping the bass?
I did Vox.
You could.
Ooh, who's
Slap on the
slapping the
bass.
bass?
Who's your
Slap
slapper?
it up,
Who's your
slap on the bass.
slapper?
Mike Watt
Who's that?
from the Minutemen, and also Firehose.
Fire hose.
He's like a Southern California early '80s punk guy. So they used to open for Black Flag back in the day, but they were too jazzy. So people stopped booking.
So we say
them.
Black Flag. You're talking like Henry Rollins.
Yeah, like Henry Rollins
Yeah.
Black Flag, like Des Cadena Black Flag. They
All right,
were
I
opening.
got you.
Yeah,
So-
they were opening for them, and then of course D Boone died tragically, and the Minutemen they put out like 3 or 4 records, and that was it. But Mike Watt is it's I have to say this because Mike Watt is the best person in the entire world. But every time he gets interviewed, someone says, "Oh, what kind of bass player are you?" He says, "I'm D Boone's bass player." And that's like the most sad, heartbreaking thing in the entire world. But he is a fucking nasty bass player.
That's a
Okay.
feels moment. That's a feels.
So good.
I love.
All right, we got to hear the drummer. Who's the drummer?
Oh, we're getting there.
Are we speaking on it? You sounded like one to rap something. So drummer. You were saying drummer.
Dude, Bonham is so easy.
Bonham is easy.
He's so easy. He's so easy.
Hold on. Which one?
John Bonham.
Like the Bonham.
Hold on. Because Jason Bonham
Jason
can
Bonham's
play
good, too.
just
He
like
jammed.
John Bonham.
He did.
Well enough, but he's not the man, the myth, the
it's
legend.
imitation.
He's not the man, the myth, the legend. He can pull it off. It's just not exactly.
You know what?
the same.
Okay,
It's not the same.
I will withdraw it and say Travis Barker.
There you go. That's cool. Yeah. Hear those drums? That's Cometa playing right there.
Cometa.
All right, we'll come back. We'll do a little solid, not solid. And we'll put a cap on this fun time we're having at Bad Songs.
So bad.
The baddest. Oh yeah! It's Beer Man Beer!
Keg's really excited about this.
I don't know what to make of it.
We're gonna get so many phones.
This song holds up. I'm telling you, it holds
We're back.
up.
Oh yeah! It's beer!
And
I
only
keep
Lauren
going.
knows the words.
I do, because I'm the baby in the room.
You're back in your what? You're chumming, you're coming, and what else?
I better be coming. That's all I care about. I stopped there. Boom. I said it. I'm not sorry.
Third Eye Blind holds up. I'm just saying, it holds up.
I
It holds up.
I
It
mean,
holds up.
All right.
it wouldn't be as successful as it was if it wasn't as successful as it was.
No,
So-
no, very successful. Yeah, absolutely.
Shaking that, Gracie.
But the same reason I
All
can't. Same reason I can't hear, like, there's certain songs on the radio, if I ever hear them again, I will kill people. But there's certain ones that have been so overplayed that I'll cry my eyes out if I hear them again.
Right, like the Wildflowers.
Yes. Yeah. One Headlight also.
Yeah, it's a bad song, but it makes you cry every time.
Speak for yourself on that one.
Jacob Dylan. Come on, Jacob Dylan.
Whatever happened to Jacob Dylan?
I mean, maybe he's dead. Is his dad still alive?
Yeah.
I don't know.
They're both still alive.
He just had
Are you
Sony just bought Bob Dylan's catalog, so we're just going to be hearing a lot of Sony movies with Bob Dylan songs in them from here.
Didn't
on
that
out.
happen like 10 years ago
No,
with No
recent.
Direction Home?
Well, Sony's been buying up everybody. Sony bought, I think, Springsteen's catalog, if I'm not mistaken. As we were
Well,
just
these
talking
guys
about.
don't think that's worth anything, so.
That's fine. Apparently, Sony thinks they're worth a fuckload of money, so they just grabbed it.
What did you just say?
We don't think Bruce Springsteen's worth anything.
Oh, you're right. I don't think-
He's like, accurate. I didn't.
But
Think,
all you mistress Berber.
But Dylan,
Guys,
I'm
Listen,
I'm
I
sorry,
saw
but
Dylan
I've been-
open up for Grateful
I've been
Dead,
revved
man.
up like a douche for a long time.
What are the lyrics of that song?
I know them all.
He knows I'm in a pink Cadillac running down the street. That's Bruce, right? Pink Cadillac.
Oh, it's all the same song.
But he's been revved up like a douche.
so much douche.
What is the lyric of that song?
I don't know.
Wrapped up like a deuce.
Yeah, wrapped up
Like a
deuce.
22.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
See?
It requires some sleuthing.
Oh, we are an educational podcast.
No doubt. We learn something every day.
we
What
provide-
are you smoking in that douche flute? Lauren's puffing away on the douche flute. What's in there?
It's called Thunder Road.
Whoa, Thunder Road.
Stop with Bruce Springsteen's lyrics,
It's
man.
just a regular people vape pen. There's nothing like wacky about it.
Is there any
It's
flavor in it?
Strawberry.
Excuse
Strawberry
me.
raspberry
I
apple.
got a hit.
It's a strawberry raspberry apple, not like
if-
the Strapple you
if
get.
it's
Do I have to
pen-
press the button or just...
If
Just-
it's a pen,
just
can you
suck
write
it.
with it? Oh my!
You can't write with that pen.
It's gonna make you cough. It's 25
Why is it a pen
milligrams.
if you can't write with it?
I killed him. Killed him.
Damn.
If you're sewing and you poke something in your fabric,
I
it's
sip
not.
it.
It's not a
I
pen.
sip it. You gotta sip. Sip. Sip.
You have to sip your pen.
That was brutal.
Yeah.
I think we killed him.
I'm so sorry.
My
well,
goodness, what is
I'm
happening?
not. I'm not proud to admit I was a cigarette smoker for many
So
years.
was most of us, right?
And I
So was I.
Yeah,
We're all quit, right?
I quit 3 years ago, and this kind of helped me do it.
As much as no one loves a quitter, we...
No, when it comes to tobacco, I love a quitter.
I mean, I'm not. It's the
Let me tell you,
best
you go
thing
for
I
a
ever
cigar.
That was a little hard. That was harsh.
did. It will, like I said, you got to sip it.
It tasted good.
But you can't whack it like it's gonna get you high.
Is that what I did? Because I don't know. I almost...
You whack the shit out of
I
that.
almost broke my lungs.
So you're whacking it over there, or what?
You whack the shit out of
No, it's just me, guys. Sorry.
it. I need some alone time.
Anyway,
Pardon me.
So you said what game are we playing? What's happening here?
what's that?
All right, did you say we were gonna play a game?
A game?
Solid, not solid.
Solid, not solid.
We're going to go for our beers.
But did we finish his
Oh, he's
his
Travis.
music?
Travis Barker was
Yeah,
his
that's right.
drummer.
The drummer was Travis Barker. That's it.
Okay.
Unless he's got a triangle player or a saxophone or I don't know.
Oh,
Will you accept synthesizer?
Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah.
Will
Gary
you?
Newman.
Howard
Oh, yeah.
Jones?
Gary Newman.
Here in
Jones?
my car.
Yeah. Cars.
I love that you know your 80s. For
Hold
the
on,
guy
that
who-
was like his only one hit, right?
No, he had me.
What?
Me and me.
Hold on, he had you.
Yes, he had me individually. Before I was born, he birthed me
His
through
last
the
name is Matt Newman.
Would you like to know why I'm so into new age music?
Yes.
Why?
Gary Newman birthed me through his synthesizer.
So you're synthetic?
How
Say
bizarre.
goodnight, Greasy.
How bizarre.
I am
All right.
Bulbasaur.
Well bizarre. Let's go through our beers to see which
Let's
ones
do
we
it.
like the best. Or what's solid and not solid. We tried a couple from Florida, right?
Yeah. So we had the porter, the coconut coffee
have
porter
derailed.
from Funky Buddha.
Funky
That was the
Buddha.
first one.
The porter, I loved it. I love coconut. It tasted delicious, even though it was cold. It was good. I don't know, man.
Solid, not solid.
What was that coconut that we used to get from Cold
House Brewing?
Yes, Cold House. Wasn't it from like?
I don't know. I've been listening to the old episodes, and I only heard it that we had a
It's on the
pistachio.
tip of my tongue. Man,
I got nothing on this. I wasn't here for that.
it will not. Forget it. Never mind.
So was
It's
it
not going to come to me.
so solid, not solid on the porter?
I would say it's solid.
Solid.
I
Solid,
agree.
definitely
A
solid.
solid as well. Matt,
Yeah, I don't
how
think
do you
you'd
feel
bring
about
a-
the porter? Solid, not solid.
Totally solid.
Roger.
Always solid.
Hey, listen. Good job, Flo Rida. On that porter again.
Bienvenido.
You didn't bring any of the bad stuff home from Florida.
Shit. I mean, I could have, but
No,
I wasn't
I'm
gonna
glad you didn't.
spend fucking money on shit beer. I just don't do that.
We do that every day,
Oh.
and we just pretend it doesn't happen.
Florida was a character on what show?
That's all the good times.
Good Times.
Temporary layoff.
Good Times. Easy Credit Report.
Good times.
What a great show.
It's
Scratching and surviving. Good times. What's the next line? What's the next line?
I'm too young for
Ain't
this.
we lucky we got
No. There's one in between.
You never want to hear
Scratching
me
and
say that.
surviving. What's the next line?
I did that.
temporary layoff.
Temporary layoff.
Good times. I'll just
Easy
fill it in. You
credit.
just tell me when I just point to me when I'm supposed to
Good
say it.
times. Scratching and surviving. Good times. Come on.
Wow.
Was this the
Ain't we
70s or
lucky
was
we
this
got-
now?
No, you forgot. Hanging in a jiving. which a lot of people say hanging in a chow line, but no, it's hanging
Who's
in a
hanging
jiving.
in a chow line?
Hanging in
Poor
and
people.
jiving.
That sounds like
Well.
prison.
Yes, poor people in the 50s.
Well, no, I mean this goes back to the 70s, and I don't want to get political, so I'm not
I
sure.
was like, I don't know what a
But you know what? It was a
is.
great show.
Great
It was
show,
a great
great
show.
show.
I've watched Good Times. I just
Dynamite.
don't remember. I just don't remember.
Dynamite.
That dude's doing weird medicine commercials now. Has anyone seen that?
Medicare, yeah.
Yes. I was like, he's doing something for.
Old people get old and they need to have
I was
meds
like,
sold to
I was
them.
like, did the
It's
Dynamite guy just do a Medicare commercial?
just- yes.
He actually had a few roles on Love Boat too, as well.
Oh.
Wow, it all comes
just saying.
full circle.
In your quiet times during COVID,
Such
you
good
discovered these things.
Wild.
I love
Stuff.
this for you.
Let's talk about the hydro, man. What do you think
Yeah,
about the
man,
hydro?
let's talk about hydro.
Hydro, was it solid or not solid? I guarantee you we're going to be a little bit biased since we are in the home.
Well, you guys
Okay,
talk
yeah.
first.
Be
I
honest.
fucking loved it. I loved it. He's lying.
No, it's good.
It's good, man. It's solid, man. It's solid.
You know, it's interesting. I'm
Every
really,
beer that we had was solid.
Yeah.
I'm so grateful for how because we've been really building on new brands alongside the brands that already have character here, which I think is taking us on a different. We're leveling up. That's the best way I could put it. Is we're leveling up. So Street Fight, Hip Hop Hooray, Whoop Ass, Hydroponic, they're 4 brand new brands that have associated to Bad Sons that I could not be more proud of since our last episode, that I'm so happy to see be successful
All right, now let me. I'm gonna ask this question.
as a beer mom.
Street Fight, wasn't that Shabin?
No, that was Hadouken,
Oh,
which
From-
they got C and D'd for. But
okay. All right,
yeah, Hadouken was the beer they got in
and
trouble
that sucked
for.
too, by the way.
Yeah, there was a time.
That
there
was
was a time.
The thing about these new recipes is that we had a good base. Like we had a really solid base, and then we wanted to elevate it
Yeah.
in some way. And so we really we imagine that we are these less nerdy scientists than I am, with these superpowers that could look into the microbiology of everything. And so what we did was we tried to do that. We tried to do that in a sense where we could get the raw data. So I'm gonna get really nerdy, and
Please do.
I
My
may
favorite.
or may not.
Hey, look at the time.
Oh, stop! Let the man speak.
Basically, what we're doing is we're looking at the physiology of the actual single-celled organisms of the yeast, and what we're doing is we're making the yeast happy.
Nice.
And so, a lot of breweries, they take the yeast and they throw it in and they make it bend to their whim or what have you. But we're also doing that, but we're getting it into a point where we have this sort of symbiotic relationship where it's we could do this and we could do that and we could do that and you could do that and you could do that and you could do that, and we get to a point where the sensory of everything becomes symbiotic and we're just all happy.
Yep.
And we're all just on LSD and we're just making good beer.
It's a great beer trip.
Happy, joy, joy. Happy.
Do you have a microscope?
Happy, joy.
Yeah.
Do I have? Would you like to look at my
We
microscope?
do. We do.
I have a
I
lot
want to
of.
see the microscope.
We do.
Yeah.
If you can
We've got beakers.
purchase your own slides, you could look at whatever you want.
We've got beakers too. Beakers.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, I've been there.
Oh boy.
Is this great? All right, one more beer we got to talk about, and that is the Whoop Ass, can of Whoop Ass, double IPA.
I love this
I
beer.
want to give it a hell yeah.
Oh yeah, all in.
Solid from Johnny B.
Hell yeah.
Solid for me too.
Again, the scary thing about what we do here at Bad Sons that I think everybody agrees with industry wide is that anything above 8%, we're gonna fucking crush. and you will not realize that you are getting loaded very quickly because these beers above 8% don't taste like it.
No.
They don't drink like it. They don't taste like it.
Definitely feel like you're getting your vitamin C, though.
They're juicy.
Absolutely.
They still hold weight. They're not the clear double IPA. They don't
No
fall
pulp.
out after 2 weeks. They hold steady and strong, and they stand up. And that's, dude. We don't have it right now on tap, but we had Triple Dubious. That shit flew out here like water, and that
was good.
that beer was phenomenal. And there's more in the tank. There's more coming back. So.
I brewed that on Monday.
You sure do.
I sure did.
Your dues. But yeah, I mean, we're probably one of the few places in the state that has at least 4 doubles on at any given time because it's just what people come here looking for that steadiness.
It's easy to put out like a double IPA and you know it's
in Florida, it's not.
Well, you're like the IPA capital of Connecticut.
I really
aren't you?
think, double. I mean, I don't want to say that. There's so many places in this state that make incredible IPAs.
Dude, there's like 150 breweries
There's
in
so
Connecticut
many
right now.
I know, and that's why I was like, I don't want to.
There's only
take,
a few best, and you know, I mean, maybe if we're in that top best,
I'll take
then
top,
that's okay.
top,
I'm
top,
not
even
gonna say
third
but
of
how-
that.
maybe we're the
Honestly,
best.
But how many breweries have closed down in the last few years? A lot of breweries have closed down.
Yeah, but not as many as you would think, which is a great thing because like we as an industry really rebounded.
I was proud to see that too. I mean, at the same time, I think everybody pivoted.
Pivot.
Pivot.
No. I mean, we've been fortunate enough to be relatively pandemic resistant in the fact that we have an amazing fucking like local. Like,
We have a great base.
We have
the
such
valley.
a good
The
base.
valley is so.
Great base. Great
Because
base.
it's all
Loyal.
about that base, about that
We
base.
have a
No
foundation.
Well, yeah. I mean, you know, I protect the house. So when
You
it
guys
came,
see any trouble around here?
no trouble.
No trouble.
I do think that when it comes down to it, can we crush an IPA? Yes. But we also can build on all the things we do. Bad Billy is one of the most exceptional brown
Yeah.
ales.
That is a delicious brown.
It really is so
Because
good.
Big Bad Billy is sweet William now.
Yeah.
That's in English, isn't it?
What, Bad Billy?
Yeah.
It's actually okay. So it's actually what we call Bill when he may or may not have had a couple too many. He turns into Bad Billy, and so that says he loves brown ales, and so we made Bad Billy, and Bill's one of our owners, and we love Bill, but Bad Billy is Bill's beer, so that's how Bad Billy
it is
became
a
a
mighty
thing.
fine beer.
Yep, Naughty William, naughty. So I'm proud of the styles that we do well. I'm excited for growing into the next phase, which everybody's moving into Lagerland. So I'm excited to start building out the Pilsners, which Sunlight is coming. That's a summer beer, a summer Pilsner that we do all the time.
Do not get me started on lager.
I know,
boy.
Matt's a big Pilsner fan.
If I had to wrap it up, I would say like what we're doing right now that is different than we did, 8 months ago, is that we're really focusing on the nitty gritty, and we're taking a data and microbiological stance to develop our quality control into a system that works for what we have going back there and what we have going on front of house. And we have to find some sort of balance between like what we're able to do and what the consumer wants us to do, and all of that is going to wrap up into all of these fantastic new brands that we're pushing out like every week.
Yeah, there's good shit coming down the pike. I'm excited for that.
Good
We're
beer,
so
man.
fucking stoked.
Yeah.
Good beer.
Solid beer. We're going to be here on April Sours.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. Again,
The big,
I just can't hide it.
the big event.
Don't forget Brewer's Ball.
Don't forget.
Oh, yeah.
Brewer's Ball too.
We have bookends of fests this upcoming month.
And if you're coming to April Sours, you want an opportunity to win a growler full of Bad Sons beer.
Hell yeah.
You will have that opportunity if you stop and see Keg Kettles and myself at the Beer Man Beer booth.
Hell yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
My favorite people, one of my favorite places.
We're favorite people.
I love
You
it.
are favorite
I love
people.
it.
Very
well, you're our
favorite.
favorites too. Congratulations on your new genius brewer over here. He's
Listen,
doing
I'm
some
so
wonders.
grateful.
Clearly, I'm not
I'm so
genius.
grateful. I'm so grateful. We're lucky.
A lot of fun with you guys.
Always. Thank you guys so much for letting us overtake your microphones for a little bit.
Anytime. You're always
You guys are
welcome.
the best.
It's always a good time. Kate Kells, where can we see you next? We'll be at April Sours. Come
April
see us.
Sours.
Hours, man.
Yeah.
Let's
You
do
caught
this.
me off guard.
That's Beer Man Beer for you. We love you guys.
Maybe on
Follow
Route
us.
34. Maybe in New Haven. Milford. Shelton. Trumbull. Stratford.
I sound like you're selling cards.
All over the place. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Podbean.
Derby.
Follow us on Spotify. Follow us on iTunes, Apple Podcasts. Beer Man Beers everywhere. Just follow us. And if you see us at a concert,
Yeah, we got to bring that back, man.
see us at a concert, say the words Beer Man Beer. We'll buy
buy
you
you a
a beer.
Oh,
Solid.
shit. I didn't know that.
Yeah. We'll see you next time.
It don't count for you.
Beer Man Beer.
I'd buy you a beer anyway.